What is up, my dudes? It is Friday, August. Dude, I swear I try and prep for these, but August 2nd. Correct me if I'm wrong. August 2nd. And like I said, getting back on this, staying consistent, trying to get into more movie reviews. And today we are going over. I hope I can edit the image here. Hope there's enough room. M. Night Shyamalan's Trap. I went into this completely blind. Well, not completely blind. Backstory. My girlfriend is down visiting her parents, like 4 hours away. So she left right after work yesterday, and I was like, so last night, right after she left, I was like, I'm gonna go catch a movie. I don't know what's playing. I looked up the website for my local theater, saw this, and watched the trailer for it, and was like, fuck it. If M. Night Shyamalan, bro, if there is one thing to know about me, it's that if there is an M. Night movie, I am watching it. I will not miss an M. Night movie because he is either gonna fucking hit like Unbreakable, like Split, like Signs, one of my top 10 movies of all time, like The Village. You know, he hits, bro, and you will fucking. It's just great, and I feel like it's lately it's few and far between. So when he hits, everyone is like, bro, the new M. Night movie, holy shit. Or he tends to miss, you know. Actually, you know, The Visit I didn't mind. It was a fun one, and the twist was, I didn't catch. I wasn't expecting it. I thought that was good. But I'm trying to think, like, misses. Glass, I didn't care for. I feel like he built up such a good universe with Unbreakable and Split. And then Glass was just meh. I haven't seen Watchers yet. I know that one's still out, too. I'll catch that one next week. Lady in the Water was okay. Unpopular opinion. I fuck with The Happening so much. It was one of those movies that are just so ridiculous. And Mark Wahlberg is also somebody that I'll just always watch his material because some of it's good, like the movie's good, and some of it is just so bad where I'm just like, again, it's hit or miss with Mark Wahlberg too. So like, I fucked with The Happening. That's like a comfort movie for me. I forgot he did After Earth. After Earth was horrible. Old, didn't care for it. Like I said, the man's hit and miss, but regardless. If somehow he put out 6 movies in a year, 6 movies in a month, I will be there to watch all 6. I fuck heavily with M. Night. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So Trap, if you see the trailer, I'm really not giving anything away that's not in the trailer. It's about a guy named Cooper who he takes his daughter to a concert. And Riley is his daughter's name. Takes the daughter to a concert. And just finds, and again, see it all in the trailer, right? Concert is loaded with security, and they're on the lookout for this killer named the Butcher, right? And they have like this fucking top of the line profiler who is like, they've got all this info, and like he's gonna be at the show, and then you find out like 10 minutes in that Cooper is the Butcher, and he's holding a man hostage in a basement in his house, and so he's trying to outwit the police and trying to get out of this concert unnoticed and get out before getting caught. That is as much as I can give you. And while it doesn't take the crazy M. Night twists, right? Like some supernatural thing most of the time, right? It's not that Cooper is some fucking demon or he's some apparition. He's a man, he's a serial killer, and he's trying to outwit everybody and get out of this arena. And the twists are very different than what you would expect. But I enjoyed it. And one, it's Josh Hartnett, my dude. I've been in love with Josh Hartnett since The Faculty back in the day. That's my fucking boy, bro. I love Josh Hartnett. I loved him in Oppenheimer. And I love that he's just had this whole resurgence that he's just like back in full swing and back to doing these movies, man. I love Josh Hartnett. I feel like he's done such great movies. It's just always been a fucking killer dude. And he's aged so well. Like he still looks so good, dude. I that dude's been a crush of mine for fucking ever. But yeah, it was awesome seeing him in Oppenheimer. It's awesome seeing him get a lead role in this, like an M Night movie of all things, and seeing him play a villain, which was really cool. He's got this weird, like it's like his mannerisms, the way like his facial expressions, like it's just he did a great job playing a serial killer in an M Night movie. Not what you would expect, but he does a great job. And there were multiple twists in this one where it was like it goes one way and you're like, okay, this is kind of what I'm expecting to happen. Takes another shift and you're like, okay. And then you kind of get the hang of it, like you know what's gonna happen because it's happened a few times already. And just like fucking Deadpool Wolverine, I might do another one for this later where I go more in depth after some of you, a lot of you have seen it. We actually talk about the movie. But it was interesting. It was very interesting, and it was very over the top, which I think M. Night has just kind of embraced. It's got his whole signature. Like I can't explain it, but M. Night does this thing in M. Night movies. Call it, with whatever angles he's working with, whatever he's doing with the camera work. Like M. Night has a very signature style of filming, and this entire movie is loaded with that. And just it was over the top. What I can say is if you liked, and he has to have gone into this wanting it to be partial comedy, right? Like a dark comedy, because there are moments that are so over the top. I'm like, look, man, either you can't be that bad at writing. This has to have been done on purpose because it's so funny. Like the sequence of events, the circumstances, like just the things that happen to happen, for the main character. You know what I mean? Like it's so over the top. All I can say is like if you liked Malignant, if you liked Megan, like all of those Blumhouse movies, then you're going to love this. Like those movies are made to be over the fucking top. You know what I mean? It's something I didn't like at first. Like the first time I saw Malignant, I didn't care for it because I was like, what the fuck is this? And then you watch it again knowing, right? This is made to be satirical almost, right? It's like kind of a jab at the over the top horror movies. You go into it with that, you're going to have a fucking great time because it was hilarious. There were moments where like he's talking to the security guard, and you can see it in the trailer too, right? Where it's like he's talking to the security guard and he's like, hey man, why is there so much security? And the security guard is just, oh, that killer, the butcher? We have this secret plan to catch him. This entire thing is a trap. And they told us not to tell anybody this. But, and like gives them all this it's like that scene in Wayne's World where Wayne asks, I think it was Chris Farley's character something. And then he basically gives them the exposition for the rest of the movie. And then he's like, man, that security guard had an awful lot of info, right, Garth? And then Garth's like, yeah, that was kind of weird. It's almost that exactly where he just gives him all the info that he needs. And he's just like, oh, thanks, man. And it was just really funny. And what I loved, if you love a totally like random comparison, but if you loved Hitman, you'll love Trap. Because in Hitman you have your main objective, and it's kind of Hitman's job to just Agent 47. It's kind of his job to just do whatever it takes to complete the objective. It was basically this, where it's like, hey, you're a serial killer and everyone here is trying to capture you and you're trying to get out. Cool. You are allowed to do any and everything to break your way out. And so he just does the most ridiculous things, from like stealing walkie-talkies to causing this vat of fucking cooking oil to explode. And he's like, he's like taking these things to like blend in with everybody. It's literally like watching Agent 47 when you're playing Hitman. Like he's doing everything he can to blend into the environment and just causing as much obstruction to cause distractions and get the objective done. Like it was just really funny, dude. Like it was. And then you get that feeling like maybe like 20 minutes in where you're like, all right, this isn't like The Village type of serious M. Night Shyamalan writing, or Signs, which by the way, I fucked with The Village too. Love that movie. This is more of a Megan movie. You know what I mean? It's too much, but now that I know, I'm just gonna have a fucking great time. All the over the topness aside, though, it was just again. This kind of goes. I'm waiting for the day that I get. I actually just watched the movie the other day with my girlfriend that I want to do a review for. It's this Korean horror movie called Exuma. That's a more serious movie. I'm excited for that. But I feel like the last two I've done are just really fun comedy, over the top comedies. You know, Deadpool and Wolverine, and it's the same with this one where, yeah, I didn't go into it expecting, especially after seeing the trailer, I didn't go into this expecting a fucking Split type of performance. You know, I just went in for a good time, and I had a great time. Fucking again, Josh Hartnett did an incredible job. The girl who played Riley, his daughter, like did the perfect job of playing just like an over the top Swiftie, basically. And the girl who played, what was her name? Lady Raven, who's the artist in the movie that her daughter went to go see, did a fucking great and convincing job as well. Like when it started, I was just like, oh, she's just the artist that they're here to see. And towards the end, she actually becomes more of an integral part of the movie. Then you're just like, she actually did a fucking outstanding job and was one of the standouts for me. And just overall, just fucking fun, dude. Fun writing, fun time, fun little twists. And I really enjoyed the ending. I really, really liked the ending because I was like, okay, I feel like this is where it's going to go. And it is where it went. And I was happy with it. It was a good time. And yeah, I can't really give away much more than that. But it was a good time. It's always a good time. I would give it an 8 out of 10. There definitely was a few times where I was just like, and when you watch it, you'll understand. There's a part where somebody goes live on social media to find something, and I was just like, okay, like that's a little, like, basically, I'm not giving it away, right? That's me living in Utah. That's like me going live on social media, and you'll get it once you see it, right? But it's like me going on social media and being like, hey, does anyone know of a broken stoplight that happens to be within the vicinity of a fucking White House? You know what I mean? It's like, you'll know what I mean when you see it. And I was just like, oh, okay, that was a little. There were a few parts where I was like, okay, I'm just kind of, that's a little too much. It's too over the top at this point. But hey, again, like I said last week with Deadpool Wolverine, I went into it expecting to just have a good time, and I had a good time. I'm really waiting for and hoping that M. Night does something again down the road on the level of Split or Signs or, you know, The Village, which again, and Signs too. God damn it, I love Signs. I really want him to do something in the future again where it's like he really took his time with it, and I want a reveal where the whole theater is like, holy shit, like everyone at the end of Split. But in the meantime, man, I'm having a great time with what he's putting out. And again, let him put out another 10 movies this year. I will watch all of them because they're either they're a real hit, they're a real miss, or in this instance, it's kind of like this and The Visit. It's just kind of, you know, if you got a bullseye, it's just like, you know, kind of the little outer circle there. You know, it wasn't incredible writing and directing, but this one was fun. And if you want to just have some fun, some mindless fun this weekend, highly recommend Trap. But anyway, that's it. It was a really short one today, I feel like, but I had a great time. Thought I'd put it out there, let you know what I thought. I was trying to stay consistent with these. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me, please, your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie, your least favorite. Why to those questions? I would love to know because there's some movies that Devil. I love Devil. I love Devil. That is a movie where I'm laying in bed and I see Devils on. I'm just like, fuck yeah, dude. And I'm just like, oh, I'll probably fall asleep a little. Nope, I finish it every single time. Love Devil. Most of my friends hated it when we went to go see it in the theaters. So I feel there's a split there with M. Night where it's very polarizing. You're either gonna love it or fucking hate it. So yeah, let me know your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie. Why? Your least favorite. Why? Some more movies or shows to check out or albums. Some songs to cover. There's a lot of shit I got coming up. And if you didn't like the video, leave me a dislike. Tell me to fuck off in the comments. I can't please everybody. But that's it for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm just going to keep rambling on. So I'm shutting the fuck up. I will see you next week. Have a great weekend.